Once you have mastered the DNS 4.5-month-old elbow pattern, the next progression is Sphinx. So for that, you will come up onto your elbows. Great. And the idea is you're moving one arm while the other one is stable. So what Sandra's going to do here is move one arm around, but she's paying particular attention to is her stance or support arm staying steady. Be sure when you're moving your arm around, you're following with your eyes. Good, and you can reach out, up, down, behind you. Good. So here it is from another angle, and I'll show you what we're looking for and not looking for. So as Sandra's moving her right arm, we want to make sure she's not shifting over here. So show us a bad example. So a lot of people will collapse into the shoulder. They'll shift over to the side. You'll see this sort of movement over this. Yes, we'll see that a lot. If you're really struggling with that, you can have someone stand here and block you, or you can do it next to a wall so that you feel when you're pushing into the wall that you're shifting. Again, although that's the hand that's moving and what we tend to be paying attention to, it's this stance shoulder that we really want to be aware of. If you feel like you're just still collapsing in here, a good technique to do is I'll let people cheat and squeeze a ball. So again, keep your wrist neutral, grip the ball. That wakes up the rotator cuff, and you'll feel a lot more stability in that shoulder. So if you need to regress to this to start, that's totally fine. And then play around with letting go of the ball at some point and see if you can do it without that cheat. If you're doing this and you're feeling like a sharp angle in your back or just a lot of tension here, a good thing I'll have people do is work on what we call crocodile breathing, where you're really trying to get your breath not even into your back, but into your butt. So you can put like a little weight on your butt, a book, and you want to breathe in so that lifts up. Good. If you can get the block to lift up, that means you're breathing down your pelvic floor. You're adding some stability into here, because as always, it's better if you can stabilize with your breath rather than with just a whole bunch of tension in your paraspinal muscles. So if you feel like this area is just way too overactive when you're doing Sphinx, regress back, practice some of this breathing, and see if that helps. So another option, if you've done the crocodile breathing, you're still feeling a whole bunch of tension in your low back and your spine, is you can put a little yoga block or rolled up towel or blanket under your pelvis. That'll help sort of lessen the curve here and allow you to breathe down here. Even if you sort of cheat with the block, you still want to make sure you're getting your breath down to your pelvic floor, down into your thighs. Good. Another thing we want to be paying attention to with the Sphinx is that you're keeping those shoulder blades with a little tuck into your back pocket. As you'll recall from the DNS elbow pattern, that's a really key way to start to get your shoulder into the correct position. Some other good sort of sister exercises to this would be to watch the video on joint centration and grip.